Hello, beautiful beings, and welcome to your yoga practice today. Just begin by settling on your mat in a seated position where you feel most comfortable. Begin to come to this present moment, leaving anything you may have brought with you onto your mat today. Just allow yourself to come and focus on your breath, taking long, deep inhales through your nose, and take a long, deep exhale out of your nose. Again, deep inhale, deep exhale. One more time, just like that, deep inhale. And this time, deep exhale out of your mouth. Let something go. Good. Now we'll begin with our seated pigeon. We're gonna have the goal of stacking our knees over each ankle. So begin by bringing your right ankle on top of your left knee. And if you have a block or a blanket or anything handy next to you, feel free to put it underneath your right knee. Or allow the space to be there so that with each exhale, you can allow gravity to bring your knee closer to your ankle. Use this time to send your breath into your hips. Take a long, deep inhale through your nose. Long, deep exhale, sending your breath towards your hips. Deep breaths here. And if your mind begins to wander, just come back to your breath. Good. Now release that right leg and bring your feet forward and start to sway your knees from side to side in a windshield position to find a little release before moving on to the other side. You'll stack your left ankle on top of your right knee. And again, you can allow space to be there or use a block, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Allow yourself to have a long, straight spine. And again, send your breath into your hips. Deep breath in, deep breath out. This may feel a bit tight at first when doing this pose, but each breath will allow your hips to expand and open the more you practice. Good. Now gently release and come back into that windshield wiper position and sway from side to side, allowing that tension to be released. Come onto your knees, and it's a good indicator with two fists to bring in between both knees so that you can stand on them, preparing yourself for a camel pose. Bring both palms to your lower back, fingers pointed down, and as you inhale, begin to gently bend backwards as you gaze up towards the sky, taking tiny sips of breath here. Allow your neck and your chest to open up. And slowly inhale, come back up and come seated onto your heels, allowing yourself to catch your breath once again. Integrate whatever you may feel at this time and breathe through it. Good, now come onto your palms and step your right foot in front of you, preparing for a low lunge. Bring your hands on both sides of your foot and keep your knee aligned with your ankle. Whenever you find that stability, come up off of your hands and bring your palms either on top of your thigh or you can grab onto your hips. If you need to scoot your foot forward a little bit more in order to keep that knee and ankle alignment, go ahead and do so. Take one long deep inhale and deep exhale. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot and begin to toe heel your foot to the outside of your mat, keeping it at a 45-degree angle. You have the option here to stay on your palms. If you have that block, you can bring the block inside, placing your forearms on either side of it and allowing your head to lay on top of the block. Or you can allow your head to hang heavy without anything there for you. And just breathe into this space. Allow your head and your neck to hang heavy so that you can protect your neck and send your breath into your hips. Peek over and make sure that your knee is aligned with your ankle. And if it's not, just scoot your foot forward a little bit more. Press into your palms and lift yourself back up. Send your right leg back. And then you will go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Keep your knee aligned with your ankle and come into that low lunge when you find stability. Allow your inhales to align your spine and use your exhales to send your hips closer towards the earth beneath you. Keep your hips squared towards the front and keep your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your left palm to the inside of your left foot and toe heel that foot to a 45-degree angle to the outside of your mat. Again, you have the option to bring your block horizontally so that you can place your forearms on either side of it. Or you can just allow gravity to do its thing and allow your head to hang heavy here. Breathe into that hip space. Be here in this moment. Allow your awareness to always come back to your breath. Press back up onto your palms. Send your left foot back, bringing both of your big toes to touch. Send your hips towards your heels and bring your forehead down into a child's pose. Take a deep inhale here. Deep exhale out of your mouth. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Again, deep inhale. Deep exhale. On your next inhale, press up into your tabletop. Send your right foot in front of you as you did during your low lunge, keeping a 90-degree angle with your front knee. And lift that back knee up off of the mat, coming into your crescent lunge. You have the option to bring your hands to your hips, allowing yourself to square your hips forward, or reach your arms up towards the sky. Breathe here. As you exhale, bring your palms back down onto the mat. Step your foot back into a plank or a tabletop. And go ahead and switch sides, bringing your left foot to a 90-degree angle in front of you. Align your hips forward. And as you inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your palms back down onto the mat. Step your left foot back. Come onto your knees. In your tabletop position, prepare yourself for a pigeon pose. Bringing your right leg parallel to the short edge of your mat and scooch your left leg back long behind you. You can use a block here if you'd like, placing it in the space between your hips and the earth. You also have the option to place your block in front of you like you did in your runner's lunge, allowing your forehead to lay on it. Or you have the option to just allow gravity to bring you down as you breathe into your hips. Laying your forehead on your palms. Take long, deep inhales and deep exhales. Use your exhales to send your hips, sink them deeper into the earth beneath you. Allow your breath to slow down. Press into your palms, walking yourself back up. Step your right foot back and allow yourself to bring some movement and some blood flow back into that leg. Whenever you're ready, prepare for your pigeon on the other side. Allow your hips to be squared towards the front. And when you're ready, come down into your pigeon position. Use this opportunity to come up with an intention that you would like to bring with you off of your mat. It can be one word, one thing that you want to cultivate into your life. Allow yourself to breathe. Use your palms on your next inhale to press up, sending that left foot back and allowing yourself to bring some movement and some blood flow. Swing your legs forward whenever you're ready, and use your core to slowly come down onto your mat. Place your feet hip-width distance apart, gently grazing your fingertips with the backs of your heels. And on your inhale, send your hips up towards the sky for a bridge pose, keeping your palms planted on the mat beneath you and allowing space between your chest and your chin. Breathe into your hips. On each inhale, send your hips further towards the ceiling. Take one more deep inhale, send your hips up, and exhale, slowly bring your lower back down to the ground. Kick your knees in towards your chest, and begin to stamp your feet up towards the ceiling, bringing your hands to the insides or the outsides of your foot. This is Happy Baby Pose. The goal here is to keep your lower back glued to the mat. You can stay still or sway from side to side here. Take deep inhales, deep exhales out of your mouth, release some heat. Deep inhale, deep exhale, let something go. Come back to stillness and slowly bring your feet back down onto the mat, opening your knees wide as the soles of your feet come together for Supta Baddha Konasana. Place your palms on your hips And bring your awareness to your breath here, feeling your belly rise on each inhale. And feel your belly sink in towards your spine on each exhale. Begin to slow down your breath. Come back to this moment. Come back to the present. Gently release your legs long in front of you, placing your palms face up towards the ceiling. Come into your Shavasana. You can be here as long as you need. Whenever your mind wanders, just come back to that breath. Thank you for practicing.